We spent the last week in Saguaro, a coral atoll in the northern group of the Cook Islands, located in the South Pacific Ocean, and the most remote place we have ever sailed to. Our first day there was absolutely magical as we encountered a mom and baby humpback whale while freediving. But the following days and nights brought heavy winds and rain. We had lined up for a new crew member to join us, but the nearest airport was in Samoa, over 500 miles away, so we grabbed the first weather window to go pick her up.
Okay. We have finally left Saguaro, and it feels so good to be out sailing. We thought the conditions might be a bit sporty out here just because of the last few days, but it really doesn't seem too bad, so we're just going to soak this in when we can. We have our head sail up, we are on a broad reach, and yeah, it was really nice to visit Saguaro, but it is very nice to leave, so I'm looking forward to these next few days at sea and then getting to Samoa.
Getting our anchor up was a bit of an episode because of all of the little old coral bommies on the bottom there. So when we went to pull our anchor, the chain was stuck under one of them. So I quick threw on a tank and dove down to free the chain up from underneath the rock. And I signaled to Brooke with a surface marker buoy on a line to let her know to motor forward to take the tension off the chain. And then we were able to clear it up. And yeah, our bridle is in need of repair. This is the broken end of it. It frayed, chafed, I'm not really sure. I think maybe where the chain, the extra bit of chain that hangs down from the bow, I think maybe where that hangs had rubbed on the bridle enough over time to chafe through it and make it pop. But when we get to Samoa, I'll need to rebuild or create a new bridle or snubber set up for us. It's like a horsetail.
It's like a whip.
Put that in the outtakes. But yeah, Saguaro is an awesome place. Unfortunately, the weather didn't allow us to do too much there, but it's as remote as it gets. And just to be able to anchor there and be able to take protection in there from the 30, 40 knot winds. You know, it wasn't very nice being anchored in there, but would have been a whole lot worse had we been stuck out here sailing in that. So pretty unique experience, and it was nice to meet the Rangers, but onward, Samoa calls us.
When on a passage, we really have no idea what each day will bring. Some days we contend with bad weather, other times things break, and occasionally we have days where life is simple, and all we have to worry about is trimming the sails. So far, this passage was simple, with only one jibe the entire day. Our peaceful sail carried on into the night. Meanwhile, our crew member Hannah's journey was just getting started.
It is just about 5 o'clock in the morning here. My flight is at 5:45, and today is the day that I start my journey to go meet up with Brooke and Gary, who are currently also sailing on their way to Samoa. So I think they left on Tuesday and they should arrive tomorrow, Saturday. I'm flying out this morning and I'll get there at lunchtime. So big difference in how long it takes to get somewhere when you're sailing versus if you're flying. Peace.
A lot of nothing going on.
I've just made it to my accommodation in Samoa. It is right by the beach. I don't know if you can see that behind me, but it looks lovely and it'll do for a few days until Brooke and Gary catch up with me and get here.
With no wind, we motored into the night under the mesmerizing glow of the full moon.
Good morning. Well, we haven't been filming that much because there hasn't been a whole bunch going on for this sail. Their first day or our first night, we had quite a bit of wind and we were flying along, but then our wind went away and we were just motoring, and we knew that we wouldn't be able to motor for very long because we were quite low on fuel. But right now we have 161 miles to go, and we put out our spinnaker about 2 a.m. this morning. We're doing between 4 and 5 knots, and it's absolutely beautiful out here. I would say this is champagne sailing right now. We don't get to say that too often, so it's a really nice welcome change. But yesterday, we got a message from Hannah. She arrived in Samoa, so she had about 2,100 miles to travel, and she's made it there much quicker than us. So if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that we really don't take on crew. It's just not something that we do. We had crew for the Panama Canal, and outside a few of our friends and family that have visited us, that's really all we've had on board One Life. So having Hannah on board will be a nice change for us. It's always, a bit challenging when you're sharing your space with others, especially a small space, but we think Hannah will be a good fit. One of the things that is super important to us in finding crew is just flexibility with their schedule. And so this is like a perfect case of that, where she's getting to a place before us, but she had to get a bus and get an accommodation and all of that lined up because we just weren't there in time. So flexibility was one of our bullet points in finding somebody to hop on board with us, and so far she's nailed that. So thank you, Hannah. And if all goes well, we should be there tomorrow.
That little line on the chart that we just crossed, that one's a pretty significant one. There's lots of random markings on our charts, but that one's pretty interesting because it was Saturday before we crossed that line, and now it's Sunday. We magically have time traveled into the future and a whole day has disappeared. That is the international date line. It falls between American Samoa and Samoa. And we are now a day in the future. Pretty interesting. We actually lose a day this year. But yeah, we're 50 miles from Samoa. Got the pole out, moving along at like 5 knots. Doesn't look like we will make it there before dark, but it's a big, wide open port, well lit and well marked and well charted. So I think we'll go in. The other good thing is that it was a full moon last night, so there'll be plenty of light still tonight. It'll be almost a full moon. So I think we'll go in and get anchored when we arrive this evening. Yeah, it's been a long sail. This is day 5. We're slowly inching our way forward. We've kind of succumbed to life at sea out here between the 9-day sail from Mapiti to Saguaro and then another 5 days. It's been a lot of nights at sea and a lot of just hanging out on board and taking it easy, a lot of sleeping. There's not really much to do out here. We read, we watch movies, we look at the waves, we film a little, but it's been a very peaceful sail, and we're thankful for that. Excited to get to Samoa. It's a place I never really imagined sailing to, but I'm really excited to see it, see some of the Samoan culture, and hopefully have a non-rolly, non-windy, calm place to sleep for a little bit, because it's been 3 weeks, I think, since we had a calm place to sleep. So we're pretty worn out. We're looking forward to some good rest. And also super exciting is our crew that will be joining us is waiting for us in Samoa. She ended up flying in a couple days before we got there because we got held up in Saguaro for so long. But we're super excited to have her on board, and it'll be a lot of fun. She's never sailed before, so we have a lot to teach, and it'll be nice to kind of see her experience everything for the first time.
Gary, final stretch.
Final stretch. We just hoisted the main to blast into Samoa. We're gonna try to make it by sunset.
We've got a perfect wind angle right now.
Yeah, we're doing 6 to 7 knots now.
Woo-hoo! Hannah said she wants to see us come in at sunset, so we're giving it all we've got. It's beautiful out right now, though. We've not had these sailing conditions in so long. Rejuvenates my love for sailing.
Oh, you love sailing?
When it's like this, I love sailing. This is why I'm out here. Not for that other crap. We're coming for you, Hannah!
It is 5:10 and I can see Brooke and Gary coming in. So they're hoping to get to port before sunset. But they look like they're making some good distance, so I'll just sit here and watch them get closer and closer and closer.
We made it to another country.
Welcome to Samoa.
Welcome to Samoa.
Apia Port Control, sailing vessel One Life. What a beautiful harbor.
It's really pretty. Even though it's industrial, it's really pretty.
Super peaceful in here right now.
A little calmer than our last anchorage.
We haven't had water this flat in like a month.
Yeah.
Guess we'll wait and see if they call back. We have to wait here on anchor for Port Control to send the health officials.
May pico lá.
Oh, lower.
Lower down now.
Oh, okay.
Putting up a Q flag, or taking down a Q flag and putting up a new country flag at night is not something I think we've ever done before. The officials here are being super friendly and nice, and they're coming out tonight to get us checked in, so first thing tomorrow morning we can start exploring the island.
Oh, I
Enjoy
want
your staying while here in Apia.
Oh, thank you.
We'll
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see you for beers. Our treat. Thank you guys so much for
Okay.
taking the time to come out here tonight.
I will check your YouTube channel tonight.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, good night.
Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. on Monday morning. Totally lost Sunday or Saturday. We totally lost Sunday, I guess. I don't really know. But we have a really big day ahead of us because we need to go into the marina and get situated, and then Hannah joins us, so we're super excited. But this boat is an absolute disaster, and there's literally nowhere for Hannah to even put her stuff right now.
Good, how are you?
Oh, it's so sweaty.
I know, I'm so sweaty as well.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Look at all this stuff.
Oh my gosh, I know. Oh.
It actually doesn't look like that much.
hauling us.
Okay.
Thanks for hauling all
This
this
is yours.
So,
Wow.
So there's your cabin.
you just squeeze right in there.
And
I just lay on top of it.
yeah,
right?
just yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. No, I mean, it's fine. This feels really soft. Super soft. Real comfy, I'm sure. Oh, good. Oh, good. Don't even worry about it. Well, I don't know how you want to.
Well, I want you to lay in it.
Model.
Here we go. I don't think I need 2 pillows.
Well,
It's
you
gonna be
have
a
to,
lot,
so-
isn't it? Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is massive. Honestly, what am I gonna do with all this room?
Well, I don't know. You might. We had a not really that busy of a day today, but we got the cabin all sorted for Hannah, and then what else did we do? Oh, we had to go to immigration to pick up our passports because I took those last night, and we just kind of wandered around the town a bit. But it's happy hour now, and we're breaking Hannah in one lifestyle with some shots before we go to happy hour. Welcome to One Life.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming along with us on this passage. We hope you join us next time as Hannah gets her first taste of living and cruising on a sailboat. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.